I'll be talking about Native American spirituality and ceremonies. I chose this topic because of the broad range of practices, beliefs, and tribal variations. These topics are all foundational to the understanding of Native American culture and their push for preserving traditions. Although Native Americans have experienced many historical challenges, they have found ways to continue their practices and ceremonies to current day. There are many known examples of documented ceremonies and practices that I will further be talking about. For example, a huge concept in Native American practices is their connection with the natural world. Their beliefs that connect to the natural world explain that humans, animals, plants, and earth are all interdependent and sacred. Many Native American cultures see Earth as not only a place where humans live, but a spiritual entity that must not be seen as a resource, but should be respected and reserved. In Native American spirituality, animals are not just seen as creatures, but hold significant power. Many tribes believe that animals hold wisdom and power and are here to help assist humans throughout their lives. They also associate animals with different qualities, such as strength, courage, freedom, and protection. For example, the Lakota people regard to the buffalo as a sacred animal. They say that the buffalo provides the tribe with food, clothing, tools, and was told to be their spiritual guide. Other tribes also see the eagle as a messenger to their creator. In these traditions, hunting and interacting with animals are more than just a use for survival, but are used for spiritual practices that honor the life of these animals. Another central concept in Native American spiritual traditions are the sacred landscapes and respect for the elements. A sacred landscape is an area of land that is considered to have spiritual significance for these native tribes. These places have symbolic meaning, can help connect people with their ancestral spirits, and often hold religious ceremonies. For example, in many tribes, mountains are viewed as places showing spiritual strength and connection. Bodies of water are seen to be sacred and show life-giving properties. These landscapes are often offered thanks by people and are areas that are told to give guidance for many tribes. Native American communities believe that it is very important to not disrupt the balance of nature where it could hurt their connection to spiritual forces. With respect for the elements, natives believe elements like earth, air, fire, and water are all personified as powerful and are forces that govern life and balance out the world. They don't view these elements as physical materials, but as living entities that should also be respected and saved. For example, the earth is viewed as the mother that nourishes all living things. Many tribes believe that the earth is living and has its own spirit and consciousness. The respect for earth comes from the native idea that people are stewards on earth and must be caretakers of the land and live a balanced life with earth, only taking what is necessary to survive. This will ensure that the land is fertile for future generations. Sacred ceremonies are also a large aspect of the Native American tradition. Some ceremonies are tied to the elements that I just talked about. The respect for elements is shown in ceremonies to further honor earth. Many of these ceremonies, like the Sweet Lodge ceremony or the Vision Quest, are ceremonies designed to bring harmony between humans and the natural world. Other ceremonies, like the Sun Dance, performed by the Lakota people, connect the living with the afterlife. After a person dies, the family and community perform these ceremonies to make sure the deceased have a safe passage to the afterlife. The Native American culture performs ceremonies like these to show deep respect for their ancestors and connect with the afterlife. The Native American culture and tradition also has spiritual and ritual objects that play a significant part in their practices. Objects like sacred pipes, specific eagle feathers, powwow drums, and more are used during certain ceremonies and rituals to connect individuals with nature and the spiritual world. The powwow drums that were used by many tribes were told to symbolize the heartbeat of Mother Earth. The rhythm of the drums was matched with a dance and were used during ceremonies to connect individuals with the spiritual world. The feathers were handed out as honors to certain individuals to represent strength, courage, and freedom. Eagle feathers were used in sacred rituals like the Sweet Lodge ceremony as a sign of bravery. Lastly, the sacred pipe was used by tribes like the Lakota and Blackfeet and were a stone or wooden object used to communicate with the spiritual world. The pipe would be filled with tobacco and smoked during ceremonial rituals as an offering, symbolizing a prayer or a wish to the Great Spirit. It is believed that the smoke that rose from the pipe carried the prayers of the people to the heavens. This ceremony was seen as a bridge between humans and the divine. Overall, I chose the topic of Native American connection to nature, sacred ceremonies, and use of ritual objects to better understand their culture and provide educational information about their history. The Native American people have a rich culture and traditions that has lasted for generations. Their culture and ceremonies are very unique, and for these reasons I believe that is why they are still practiced today.